welcome you to our monthly Ask the Director. And to start us off right, we're going to ask our chaplain Barnabas to give us a word.
Good morning, everyone. So good to see so many beautiful faces. This is the day that the Lord has made. We shall rejoice and be glad in it. In the spirit of Thanksgiving, in the spirit of the holidays, Christmas, and so many things, I want to share just a quote with you this morning. Keep it very simple. And it's a quote from it's Maya Angelou, and she says this: "Let gratitude be the pillow upon which you kneel to say your daily prayers, and let faith be the bridge you build to overcome evil and welcome good." Gratitude is the closest thing to beauty that's manifested in an emotion. Again, gratitude is the closest thing to beauty manifested in an emotion. This morning, I just want to remind us of the value of gratitude. I know for each of us, if I ask you to tell me something you're grateful for, you probably could say, I don't really know, but I just want to remind you there's 1,000 things that you could be grateful for, and I'll give you one. Everyone just stop, in the words of my friend, Miss Rosemary, and breathe. Breathe. That is something that we could be grateful for because we're here today and we have the pleasure to breathe this air. All right, so let us pray. Oh, Heavenly Gracious Father, thank you for a beautiful day. Thank you for the opportunity that each and every one of us get to breathe this air and just be here today. I pray during this holiday season that you help us see the beauty in living and the peace that comes from you. I pray for those right now in this holiday season that's not having an oh-so-happy season because of some type of loss, pain, or hurt, or any reminder that they're experiencing at this time. I pray that you just comfort them and give them the peace that comes from you and help them see joy even in the darkest situations. Father, be the center of all things. Help us experience love and kindness, not only in our own personal life, but help us give it this season to other people around us. So, Father, as we discuss the business of Acts and we have this discussion today, I pray that we see things and that we continue to improve this community in a supernatural way where people are constantly encountering love and happiness and joy at their time here. We ask this in your name. Amen. Thank you.
Thank you, Barnabas. There is beauty in life, that's for sure. Okay, so want to talk about scooter safety. We keep having scooters riding crazy in the hallways. So if you are one of those crazy drivers, we're going to ask you to slow down, to be respectful of pedestrians, and to turn those corners very slowly because there could be someone in your path. So please, if you ride a scooter or use scooters, please watch your speed. So recently we had an incident where a fire occurred in an oven because there was storage in that oven. And thankfully no one was injured, but this is our number one rule. Does anyone know the number 2 rule about fire safety? No candles. And Ross is smiling in the back because every orientation that we have with newcomers, he emphasizes no candles. Even during the holidays, we might want to light a candle. Well, please do not. Light a battery-operated candle instead. But we want to also emphasize, do not store anything in the oven. A lot of the ovens have the knobs in the front, and people can easily accidentally turn the oven on, not realizing it, leave the apartment, and now we have a huge fire on our hands. So again, no storage in the ovens. So we do have a variety of meeting rooms, and Marty is the person to see if you want to reserve a meeting room. I know some of you regularly use rooms and don't reserve them, but please reserve all rooms, even if you do it on a regular basis. Let Marty know so she can book that room for you so there's no conflicts. Okay, so last week, I believe it was last week, during the town hall meeting, we talked about the repositioning of Willowbrook Court and Oakbridge Terrace. And a few residents had asked questions during that meeting. And one of the questions was, are we going to have individual bathrooms? And I made the mistake, probably, of answering that to say that we will have some rooms with individual bathrooms and showers, and then some rooms that will share a bathroom and a shower. And with me, I received a petition from residents who were at the meeting, sternly telling me that they prefer to have individual bathrooms. And we will do our level best to do that. But again, we're in the planning phase, so nothing is final. We do understand that people like to have privacy. All of the rooms, I believe, will be private rooms. Some of the rooms will have shared bathrooms, but that's not the majority of the rooms. The majority of the rooms have individual bathrooms. So I hear you loud and clear. I reached out to the architect requesting a second look at that because we have limited ability to add the needed rooms in the space that we have and also have individual bathrooms. So we have to make some accommodations. Petitions, in my opinion, really, they create adversarial relationships, and I know that the individuals, I read the names, I know these individuals are not adversaries of mine. I know we partner quite often to come up with solutions. But if you as a group have an issue with a matter such as this matter at hand, please know that you have a seat at the table. And that seat is through talking with me individually, is calling me, is sending me an email, is calling the resident board, letting them know, having the board advocate on your behalf. There are avenues of communication, and that's why we have the resident board. That's why we have the various committees, the Health Services Committee, for example. You do have a seat at the table, and we are partnering with you as we move forward with the repositioning of Willowbrook Court and Oakbridge Terrace. We have a long way to go before those plans are final. So I have reached out to the architect. I've made your feelings known, and we'll see what we can do to minimize any of the sharing of bathrooms. I can't guarantee you we will have no sharing of bathrooms, but the majority will be individual bathrooms. Mary Lou and then Helene.
It does have a toilet, a sink, and a shower in a small space. And if they're bringing the plumbing up and they're dividing a room in half, there's no reason why it can't just go in both directions.
So the only obstacle, though, is there's accessibility codes, state codes, and
Make it accessible. You can make it wider.
right, and
Make the doorway wider and the shower area wider.
Yeah, and the architect is looking at accessibility codes, and that's why some of the rooms have shared bathrooms. We will try to maybe eliminate some of the common areas to make that more individual. Most of them are individual bathrooms. Okay, so they know what our desire is. We will attempt to reduce the number of shared bathrooms, but we have a limited space, and we do have the accessibility factors both in the room. The room has specific accessibility requirements as well as the bathrooms.
But what I wanted to share is that I've been up at Willowbrook Court 5 times, And of course, we would all prefer to have our own bathroom, but it's very workable if you have a very cooperative roommate. What we used to take turns. You go first today, I go first the next day. And actually, having company is very pleasant. So sometimes you really don't want to be alone unless you're very, very sick.
Thank you, Helene. And George touched on those points last week. In fact, he said that some people prefer to have a roommate because you kind of look out for each other. You're helping each other and you're partnering together as you are staying there. But all the rooms will be private, I believe, right, Ross? Do you remember? Most. Okay, we'll say 99% will be private.
I wanted to add, you can make the shower smaller if you have a roll-in shower, and I would assume, since it's Willowbrook Court, that you'd want roll-in showers, with nothing with a ledge where somebody had to step over it. And then you use, and if the floor is canted properly, the water doesn't run all over the bathroom, etc. If it's put together properly, you can have a very small shower with a shower curtain, one of those round rods, and it makes it very possible to fit it in a fairly small space.
Right. I mean, the architect, this is not his first design of a healthcare setting, so he's doing his level best to accommodate what we can do, and I believe that he'll be looking at the accessibility of the showers as well.
George can share the bathrooms with whomever he pleases. But when I reach the age of vulnerability and am sent upstairs, I do not want to share my bathroom with anyone. This is not a simple architectural convenience. It's a significant degradation of our facilities, and in a sense, it's a breach of the promises that were made to us when we cast our lot with ACTS. ACTS is supposed to stand for something.
Right. So your contract says semi-private accommodations. If you pull the contract out, our goal is to have private accommodations.
Well, this certainly is not an act of loving kindness. Let's put it that way.
Okay.
And I think there's going to be more pushback on it.
With all due respect, I would disagree with you. We are just at the initial stages of planning. We have probably a year of planning before the plans go before Agency for Healthcare Administration. We have a long way to go. So I've heard everyone's desire. We are going to do our level best to accommodate your desires, and we will share as we go along. This is really the initial steps to a really great community that we're going to have in Willowbrook Court and Oak Ridge Terrace. So I'm not trying to be defensive, but I'm trying to reassure you that we're at the beginning stages of planning.
Hi, can I bring up a different subject?
If it's not related to this, can we hold it till the end? Because I might bring it up.
Okay, it's in reference to culinary.
Okay, sure, we can talk about culinary.
Okay, that's it. There's no more questions.
Okay, so we have a new welcoming committee, and I wanted to share that we have Fritzy, Iris Silverman, and Frankie Ross, who will be leading the welcoming committee. Their phone numbers will be posted in the December Journal if anyone's interested in helping to welcome newcomers. The Yellow Dot program, just a reminder that we do have the Yellow Dot program, and that Yellow Dot program, Frankie Ross, will be in the main lobby on Wednesday, December 18th at 11 a.m. and 4 p.m. to register and give you information on this important program. Right, I'm going to explain what the Yellow Dot is. So what is a Yellow Dot, you might be asking? A Yellow Dot sticker would be located on the lower left corner of the rear window of your vehicle, and this will alert first responders that you have in your glove box healthcare information that's pertinent to yourself. So if you have medical concerns or issues and you want to make sure the first responders know that, please see Frankie on December 18th at 11 a.m. or 4 p.m., and she'll go through the entire Yellow Dot program with you, as well as tell you what to do and how to do it. Okay, recycling. I was asked to just remind everyone that paper towels, paper napkins, plastic bags of all kinds, coffee cups, and styrofoam containers do not go in the yellow containers. Instead, those go into the trash bins. We see a lot of those items often in the recycle containers, and they aren't recycled through solid waste. Okay, annual wellness visit. So Cheryl is doing her level best to convince everyone to come to the clinic for their annual wellness visit. This is our way of updating our records. We also have a face sheet that we update, and that face sheet is shared with ambulances if you should have a medical emergency. It gives them your doctor's name, it tells them medications, it also shares any history with them that they need to know. Also tells them who your contact person is, if it's your son, daughter, friend, emergency contacts. The ambulance takes that to the hospital and hands it off to the ER room. So it's really important that we update your wellness information. If you are happy with your primary care physician, we're not looking for you to make a change. But if you are looking for a healthcare provider, Cheryl is a nurse practitioner, and she can become anyone's primary caregiver with the exception of certain insurances. If you have a Medicare Advantage program, she likely cannot become your health care provider. I think someone had a comment. Ellen?
Okay. 1 second. Bring a mic so everyone can hear. Here you are.
Okay, you only referred to the yellow. The yellow gets only paper, like newspaper or mail that you don't want anymore. And the blue bin only gets glass sometimes and cans, not plastic, no plastics of any kind, and definitely not the styrofoam. Styrofoam must go down the chute.
So plastic goes in the yellow bin?
No.
Or
no,
the blue bin?
Nothing, no.
Plastic goes in the blue bin. Okay. All right.
Plastic bottles can go
In the blue bin.
to the blue bin.
Okay.
No hangers. I'm forever finding hangers in the blue bin. And the coffee cups that don't go in the blue bin. Or styrofoam. Styrofoam must go down the trash in the trash room.
Great. Thank you.
The trash chute. Okay. Thanks.
Okay. Thanks, Ellen.
That's cardboard.
If they're paper, I believe they
Paper,
are.
cardboard. It
They're
goes in the same thing.
cardboard,
Cardboard,
right?
paper goes in the same one. They're paper.
Oh, they have wax.
I believe
Okay, if
so.
they have wax, you don't recycle them.
Ross, you want to help them, Ross, with this one?
Okay. Okay, so I think Ross is looking,
looking
it
it
up,
up.
but the milk carts and the juice, the wax ones go in the blue bin. Thank you for clarifying. Yeah, just look at the posters. I'll give you a heads up. But I was asked specifically to address the items I talked about. When in doubt, throw it out. Okay, I want to talk about holiday decorations.
I'm sorry, real quick on that. When in doubt, throw it out in a closed plastic bag to please prevent pests. Everyone who is throwing trash down the trash chutes in brown bags that aren't open, what happens is they go down the bin and they spread and they attract pests. Please, all trash in a tied plastic bag before going down the trash chute.
Thank you. Okay, so holiday decorations. We have residents in each building that will typically decorate for the holidays in the lobby areas. And then we have a resident committee who helps to decorate for holidays in the clubhouse. So I've been asked to bring this topic up because occasionally an object will go missing. Maybe it's something a resident doesn't like, or perhaps a resident or a visitor likes. Please do not change the decorations. If there's something that's offensive or tacky, please give me a call, and then we'll look at it together, and then hopefully I can tactfully talk with the resident who posted or displayed a decoration. But we want to respect all faiths during the holiday season, and so we want to celebrate each other and our differences and acknowledge that we do have different faiths that live here. And so we appreciate you helping us to ensure that individuals are able to help decorate and make the holidays special for their building. Any concerns or questions on that topic? Okay, so speaking of holidays, we are going to be hosting a team member holiday party on December 5th. It's going to be held in this room as well as the great room where we usually find card players. So both areas will be closed for resident use on December 5th. During the party, we're going to have a great holiday meal. We'll have karaoke, a friendly volleyball game between residents and team members will take place out in the great room. We're going to have some wonderful raffle prizes. And we're also going to distribute the holiday gift from the residents at that time. I'd like to welcome our new board members. We have Ellen Taylor, Herb Jacobson, and Myra Savage. So these are our new board members. Speaking of Alan Taylor, I just wanted to congratulate him as he's being inducted into the Syracuse Hockey Hall of Fame for his participation and ownership of the Syracuse Crunch hockey team. It's a farm team of the Tampa Bay Lightning. So he will be inducted in the Hall of Fame. Please congratulate Alan. I also want to congratulate Larry Hunter. Recently, we had the annual Dan Irwin Memorial Golf Classic that benefits the Acts Samaritan Fund. And Larry and his grandsons won the lowest score. There were over 100 players, and his team actually came out as #1 in the competition. Also, the golf outing raised $70,000 for the Samaritan Fund. So it's a worthy cause and just a lot of fun. A lot of vendors who support us come and they contribute as well. And we just had a great day. I want to thank the Veterans Day group led by Bob Taylor. It was really so special. Bob made sure every detail mattered. I want to thank the following: Barnabas, Joyce Bacharach, Mary Lou Gladstone, Gerald and Judy Evans, Art Polachek, Jerry Kellner, Bernie Levine, Jane Lenson, Nick Vislaki, Buddy Harris, and Judd Bernstein for making the event extra special. And also, of course, DeAndre for overseeing all this audio visual effects. He was on cue, on time with everything. Thank you, DeAndre. Also, Ross and Ellen for supporting the event and making sure everything went smoothly. So, speaking of thank yous, again, we want to thank all the residents who contributed to the appreciation gift for the staff members. They always look forward to receiving it. They know it's your way of thanking them personally, and they feel appreciated by that gift. Again, we will be giving it out on December 5th, but we are very appreciative to you and your generosity. Our interfaith service, Barnabas, you want to share about that?
Hello, everyone. Yes, this Friday we'll have our interfaith service here at 3:30, and that includes myself, Rabbi Ellery, and Father Raff. Father Raff was a priest for 39 years, and he's now in the community as a chaplain. So he'll be talking about what it means to love and have Thanksgiving in a Catholic perspective. Rabbi Ellery will be doing the same thing, and I will be doing that as well. So it's going to be a great time for all faiths to come together and just enjoy our time together and really talk about what it means to love thy neighbor as we love thyself. So I hope to see each and every one of you there. We'll have music here as well, and we'll also try to have coffee for you guys in the back, but it's going to be a great time, so please invite your friends and be here as well. I look forward to seeing each of you tomorrow
Thank you.
at 3:30.
That's tomorrow. Yes, thank you.
Question.
I just want to mention that the bridge tournament that we had with
Indian River?
Indian River, Ed Swell came in first, and Frank Kayla came in second.
Wonderful. Thank you for sharing.
Thank you.
Okay, and then we're going to have a celebration to kick off the new year on December 31st. It's an enjoyable evening featuring dinner in the main dining room, followed by dancing and the sounds of big band music in the auditorium. We'll have party favors and plenty of fun. There is a $10 charge per person that will cover some of the additional costs. And if you come to the event and bring a guest, including a private aide, there would be a charge for that person as well. So how is our occupancy? Currently, we're 88.25% occupied and 94.92% occupied, committed, and selected. What that means simply is that you add those living here, the number of apartments, plus individuals who are coming, have signed up and are committed, or have even selected their apartment. That's the total that we are occupied. So that's a wrap, and now I'd like to open the meeting up to other topics you might like to share.
Hi, I'm a new resident, and I just wanted to mention, oh, is that okay? Okay. I'm a new resident, and I wanted to discuss something about the restaurant. I think the servers are terrific. They try to do their best, but every plate comes out with the food differently. Nobody is watching what comes out. They leave off sour cream or whatever it is. There's nobody watching what's going on in the restaurant. I think there should be an expediter at the door. Let's make sure that everything comes out looking the same. Every person that orders the same thing gets a different plate. That's all I want to say as a new resident. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Sally?
At the last meeting, I had asked about Bonita Springs' occupancy rate, and you said you'd find out.
Yes, I did. You know, I have a short memory. I'm so sorry. I will email that to you, Sally. I know they're a very healthy organization, but I don't honestly know the occupancy. what was the comment? I couldn't hear you.
Around a hurricane, so she's just curious because of the hurricane.
No, I'm pretty sure they have high occupancy. It's a pretty high-end community. The entrance fees are very high-end, and I'm pretty sure they're fully occupied, but I'll find out for sure.
Okay, my issue is with the delivery of packages. One night they delivered a package at 10:30 at night, which I didn't really appreciate someone banging on the door. But the other issue is that when she logs in the packages and you come to pick up the package, they don't make a note that you did pick up the package. And then they put a notice in your cubby, and you go back to the desk, and you don't know whether, she doesn't remember whether you've taken the package, if the package was delivered, and you think that, well, here I have a notice for a package, and there's no package. Now, we used to have somebody make a note if the package was delivered, if you picked up the package, and so that you know what's happened to that package.
Okay, Marty, do you have any comments on that? I know you know the front desk inside and out. Okay, we can try to do that. We have so many packages. I think that's part of the challenges. So many come now because we're all using Amazon. And we end up getting like 30 at a time. And so it can be over, it can take time to log all that. But Marty will speak with the front desk and see what we can do. Okay, well, thank you for coming, and I hope everyone enjoys their holiday next week. A very happy Thanksgiving to you, and looking forward to celebrating the holidays in December with you, as well as celebrating the new year. So thank you for being here, and I hope you enjoy your afternoon. Thank you.